America's 250th birthday is coming up in 2026. And while some states are beginning the festivities now, future plans at both the federal and state level remain uncertain. Several state-level planners saw their funding cut by the Trump administration when the National Endowment for the Humanities canceled most of its grant programs. A new group was created by President Trump known as Task Force 250, but no announcements regarding its future plans or staffing have been announced since January. Jennifer Schuessler has been covering the story. She's a reporter for the culture section of The Times. And Jennifer, so good to have you here. A lot of these plans have been years in the making, right?
Yes. So America's 250th birthday, the anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, will be next summer, July 6, 2026. And I would say that people have been planning for this for at least 10 years. And that means people all across the country. States have been forming commissions. There's a federal commission authorized by Congress, bipartisan commission that set up shop, I believe, in 2016. And there have been many conversations very far below the radar about how will we mark this occasion, which for those of us out there old enough to remember the bicentennial, they imagine will be something just as large and something just as meaningful.
We're going to circle back to that in a second, but let's go ahead and talk about these cuts. So we're talking about grant cuts, but we're also talking about staffing cuts, right? You've been reporting on that.
Yes, so it's all a little bit indirect. So these state commissions and local efforts that are going on across the country are getting funding from a variety of sources. But some very important, significant funding comes from different, semi-obscure agencies of the federal government, like the National Endowment for the Humanities and the Institute of Museum and Library Services. And these are institutions that maybe are not known to the public, but they provide crucial support for history museums, historical sites, community projects.
We know them now because they've been in the news.
Yeah, things like that. And one thing that's happened over the last week, 2 weeks, is that the Trump administration has dismissed the leadership of these agencies, cut most of the existing grants, virtually all of them in the case of the NEH, laid off or fired most of the employees. So that's created a lot of uncertainty out there across the country, mostly at small local institutions that, are unsure whether they will have the money they need.
And so how is this impacting not only the festivities already underway, but the future planning and the future festivities?
I think the effect will more be on the future festivities.
Okay.
For example, this weekend, people may know that in Boston, outside of Boston, there will be a big commemoration of the Battle of Lexington and Concord on Saturday, Friday night, Paul Revere's ride. There'll be, parades, reenactments, lectures, concert. All that is planned, all that is paid for, all that will happen.
Okay.
But I think it's a little unclear down the line as we go to July 4th, 2026, what else will happen.
All right, let's talk about some of the president's philosophy. For example, we've seen him cut funding at Smithsonian, attacking what he calls divisive narratives. He issued an executive order late last month attacking so-called revisionist history when it comes to our American history. How is that affecting what these celebrations could look like?
I think it's a very indirect effect because I think, the president, going back to his first term, has been very interested in history. He's been very interested in promoting what he calls patriotic history, very critical of history that he thinks denigrates America, is too negative about America. And I think that sends a message. And it's not so much that his statements prevent state planners, museum directors, whoever, from going about their business, but I think it creates a lot of uncertainty, potentially a chilling effect.
Jennifer Schuessler, thank you.
Thank you.